Officials confirmed one of the 3 people shot was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends, where a total of 6 people were. One of them, a rapper Davon Bennett, who goes by the stage name King Von.
Over here, brother. Yo, you better watch out.
The King Von case has been reopened in the Atlanta court system after new evidence reveals the truth. It begins with Vonnie's father revealing King Van was set up by Lil Durk.
I'm gonna give you this. It's a back door and I got all the pieces. That's all I'm gonna tell you. As Durk asked Vonnie, is it open? Vonnie told him it's off the hinges.
Wait. Are you talking about the Von? Like King Von?
Listen very carefully. When the payment was made to Little Tim, the next day or the same day, Durk asked Vonnie, was it open? This is what he asked him, was it open? It was the exact words, was it open? He told him it's off the hinges.
Are you saying that Vonnie backdoor King Von? No way. That was right here.
You heard what I just said. Guess what? You need motive first, right? I got bankers. That'll testify that or will make a contract or make a statement to you and let you know that this is the amount of money he had, this is what he had, this is that another. You need motive first and foremost. I got text messages from the lawyer letting you know that who told on Durk before, who told on Von before he.
Academics asked Vonnie's father why Durk would want King Van gone, as he gave a good motive for it.
Why would Durk want Von?
Let me give you this. First of all, you didn't sign your rights over. You ain't in no 360 deal. First of all, you can't bring nobody into the business and they surpass you. How you bring me to the table when I pass you up? Don't nobody want their chief spot taken, do they?
That's an interesting
Dude was
thing.
a slack. Dude was a. He was signing the boys. He was a. Von wasn't no slack.
That's interesting. I did find out that Von didn't have any contractual ties to Durk like that, which was interesting.
Come on, man. He wasn't even signed to him. How's this his friend? He lied on Breakfast Club and said, "Hey, you think your man would be sitting here with $300,000 worth of jewelry on and he not have an attorney? He got a public defender."
But it didn't stop there. Fans began pointing out a strange pattern. Every time someone close to Durk passes, he just happens to be on Instagram Live. Vonnie's father went as far as to leak that. Durk had Von set up saying Durk uses those live streams as a cover to make. It looked like he's not involved. They even noted how he went live around the same time King Von, Lil Pab, and FBG Duck were all killed, and with Durk now facing new murder-for-hire allegations. Vonnie's father is furious, claiming his son turned federal and even played a role in orchestrating those hits.
Oh, no, he ain't take my advice. He ain't respond no back to me because this is on a tablet. He on a jail tablet when I sent that to him. He ain't respond nothing else to him. I told you he can't take my advice because they playing. They made themselves get caught. This is what come along with it. They wanted to get caught. You understand me?
So, that's what you meant by trenches and paint. Okay.
What you mean, trenches what?
Was it you that said that? With the whole narrative about Vonnie snitching with the text messages. Like, that's...
Yeah. I don't know who said that, but that was me.
Cause that was the focus. Everybody was trying to make it seem like that's what the text messages was about.
That's just saying what he finna cop out to and this, that, and other. And with me saying Von, some people like, damn, what, he gonna tell on some words on Von?
I ain't gonna lie, I said that in my video. I'm free to know what the Von name was for.
No, he ain't gonna tell him no Von. You gonna tell it just like you orchestrated Lil Pab. You orchestrated this, and guess who you work for?
However, new records in King Van's passing suggest that he was alive after 2 surgeries in the hospital. He woke up after the second surgery and got startled by the nurse, which resulted in his passing.
And Von made it through 2 surgeries. He had 3 surgeries ago. He made it through 2 surgeries. And then after the second surgery, he hopped off the bed and started fighting the nurse and said where his gun at. And he went and he died because he went into shock. So he was making 2 surgeries. How hours later, Kayla know, he fought the nurse. She the one told me that. His mama didn't even know that. How you knowing what's going on inside the hospital?
Because she was there at the hospital.
But the police records also suggest that King Van got backdoored, which is what Vonnie's father said because a close friend of King Van came out to say that Van paid for bodyguards to protect him. Yet when the brawl went down, they ran away and effectively did nothing.
His security guard let him walk. You get paid he get paid to protect. How the fuck you let him walk over and fight? You ain't even supposed to let him fight. He ain't supposed to be touching nobody. Security guard, if anything, you make sure Quando them leave. Whoever else they was with, you make sure they leave. How you let him walk over somebody that's the reason y'all here, the reason everybody in this parking lot here, because this man right here making the money and y'all his entourage. That security guard is something fishy with him. That's why he deleted his Instagram. I definitely feel like it's foul play. I don't know where it's coming from, but I definitely feel like it's some weird shit going on.
As the police body cam footage shows Van's friends, but not one bodyguard.
Yo, you better watch out. Okay. Hey, come on, chill. Come with me, okay? Okay. You, get out the car. Out the car.
Shot, he's shot.
Okay.
Calm down, he's shot.
Okay. Get out the car. I gotta go to the hospital, my leg. Yeah, we gonna get you to the hospital.
But to understand the full story of King Von's passing police, laid out exactly what happened that night. On November 5th, 2020, Von and his crew rolled deep into Atlanta for a night of celebration. His Welcome to O'Block album had just dropped, marking a huge milestone in his career. The night was supposed to be about music and success, but it quickly turned into tragedy. Growing up in O'Block, Von knew danger. Well, he was always cautious, always aware, and that's why he never moved alone. That night, his team came out strong, 20 men across 8 vehicles, all ready to protect him. Even his manager later confirmed Von traveled in a custom-made bulletproof truck designed specifically for safety. Despite all the precautions, nothing could prepare them for what was about to unfold.
I travel with one security that moves with Von, and he traveled with 2 more security. You know what I'm saying? Von traveled in a proof truck, and not only that, his guys are security, man. He travels with 10 to 15 guys daily. They protect and love Von more than any security would. We're like, I think we're about 8-10 cars deep, 20-25 on entourage.
However, something on this night was different. Van and his team were supposed to go back to their hotels once the party ended, but for some reason, Van changed the plans.
Everybody's mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and the Airbnb, because that's normal routine. The club he went to, the after hours, wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of. His team didn't have no acknowledgement of. That was a complete Von decision.
As Von told his driver to go to the Monaco Lounge, which is just another club, but Von never told the other 7 cars they were going there.
Well, everybody else that was with us driving to the Airbnb, and Von literally went to the venue by himself. We got a call later from people in the car, like, hey bro, we here by, matter of fact, I think from his DJ was like, hey bro, you know we here by ourselves, like, where you guys at? And everybody rerouted to that venue.
Everybody mind leaving the club is that we're going to the hotel and Airbnb, because that's normal routine. The club he went to the after hours wasn't getting paid for. I didn't have no acknowledgement of this team, have no acknowledgement of that was a complete Van decision, as Van told his driver to go to the Monaco Lounge, which is just another club, but Van never told the other 7 cars they were going there.
Some reason, Von wasn't himself. This man is like, I promise you, the best artist I ever moved in my life. For some reason that night, it was off. Like, he stayed in the car for like 30-35 minutes.
Eventually, his manager convinced Van to get out of the truck and go in the club. But with Van's security measures, they sent in a few guys into the club to make sure it was safe for Van.
I went to the car he was in. I was like, yo, Von. Went inside the passenger seat. I'm like, yo, Von, bro, what's going on? Like, everybody here waiting, let's go. He was like, all right, let's go. We're telling security, hey, it's time to go in now. Von's ready. You know what I'm saying? We've been here too long. Let's go inside the club. They check the venue, go inside, check the outside, make sure there's no...
As this made Van's group smaller on the outside, where the real danger was, because Wando Rondo's crew was posted up in their white SUV in the parking lot. One of King Van's members noticed Quando was there and told Von immediately.
Now, right before we go inside the club, one of his homeboys, he came to the car and said, hey, so-and-so's here. And Von just jumped up like, oh, come on, let's go.
King Van instantly jumped out of his truck, as King Van and Quando had beefed online back and forth before. But Von was furious and wanted to confront him, as video footage catches Von in the white shirt going in front of the white SUV, pulling up on Wando and swinging on him.
He jumped out the car. By the time Von jumped out the car, I don't even think he knew where so-and-so was. He just jumped out the car. He bumped into so-and-so. As soon as he bumped into so-and-so, started brawling.
A couple of seconds into the brawl, Quando's friend Tim realizes Quando isn't winning. So he comes out from behind the white SUV with a firearm and hits King Von multiple times, Van's manager. Also got one in the leg, with King Van still having some of his friends outside. They instantly retaliated on Lil Tim, with their own making him fall to the ground only a few feet. Away with the noise of clips going off in The Area 2 off-duty officers pulled up to the scene. Rather than trying to help the scene, they only made it worse by using their own firearms. As one of King Von's team members was hit and passed to the officers, while everybody is going back and forth with each other, King Von lies on the street with Quando beside him. Somehow, Van stays awake through it all and holds Wando in front of him to shield himself.
And was he trying to take Von's chain, or?
Honest truth, I don't think D-Roy had no jewelry on, and from the people that was a little bit closer, Von was actually holding onto him like, man, you ain't going nowhere. Like, you here, like, even through getting he's that strong. Like, he just, like, he was literally holding him.
But with Quando and his crew having enough and trying to leave the scene, they help up Wando and jump into their white SUV before speeding to the hospital with the scene calming. Down the race to save King Van's life started his closest friend. Moap ran into the street and picked up King. Then he carried him to their getaway car that pulled up, and they went off to the same hospital. Members in the car detailed how Von was even in his worst moments. His friends were worried for what might happen, but King Van assured everyone in the car that he'd make it.
When he was in the car, I myself wasn't there. The gentleman that was in the car with him was panicking, and Von was the one that was like, hey, calm down, slow down, chill, I'm gonna be good, just get him to the hospital. And honest truth, we all thought that the way he was carrying himself from that incident, from what I was told from the people in the car, that he would have been fine.
After arriving at the hospital, King Von was rushed into the operating room as he made it. Through 2 surgeries, but unfortunately past sources. Close to Von claimed he was looking for his firearm when he woke up because he was confused. In reality, he never had one. But it was strange to hear Boozy mention he didn't have a firearm 2 years ago.
I mean, like you said, the King Von situation, like there was absolutely no reason for Von to be rolling around with that dude. Like, there was no, especially since he had security, like, you know, someone should have jumped in. It should never even,
King
I almost feel like, but I almost feel like if
all
you have real security,
all of them is supposed to be glad. I feel like they would have been more ready in Chicago.
Sad, man, sad. I mean, the whole King Von thing is really kind of hanging
me up,
over
bro.
everyone right now.
That me up, bro. Because I like King Von.
But the unfortunate end of King Von hit the news headlines.
This made national headlines as officials confirmed one of the 3 people was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends.
2 groups of individuals got into a physical altercation. That physical altercation escalated into an exchange of guns.
But with Quando and Lil Tim responsible, finally heard from them talking on the situation, as Quando said he wished it could have been handled differently.
Whoever on my side, they got kids and a mama that 100% love them. And at the end of the day, bro, all this bull that we talking about is stupid. That could have been handled a totally different way. It could have been handled to the point where a song and $3-4 million could have came out, or whatever. Like that could have got handled in a legit way, in a music way.
Even Lil Tim said something similar, saying he wishes it was avoided.
No, like, shit, I was just protecting my little brother.
When you did finally find out that it was King Von who did it, how'd you feel?
I was like, damn, if Brian did that stupid shit last night, he still would have been alive. That's how I was. But I was like, shit, I ain't no the type person I am. Like, I'm a humble person. I ain't no disrespect to like his mama saying fucking shit like that, because I could easily get on that type of stuff and be clout chasing type. Like, I ain't on that type. I'm a humble person, but it's like, they ain't never popped that shit off. That would have never happened like that.
Lil Tim survived his injuries at the hospital, but while he was still recovering, he was arrested and charged with the passing of King Von. However, Tim's lawyer got all the charges dropped after they claimed he acted in self-defense. As he stated, the case against Mr. Leaks, aka Lil Tim, was dismissed before ever being indicted. Although Lil Durk and Oblak got their revenge as they created a big-time hit against Quando's crew, which resulted in Quando's friend Lil Pab passing.
Right now, the search is on for 3 people who police say at a Savannah rapper, a member of his entourage. It happened in Los Angeles, and cameras captured the aftermath.
This is the exact crime that Durk was arrested for, and the reason. He was charged with an M for hire, and it didn't take long for Durk to begin self-snitching on himself as he PP'd the lyrics. They like Durk, he a singer, he won't do something you can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit. And there's more lyrics of Durk mocking Quando's reaction where he rapped, "Look on the news and see your son screaming no." As the news captured the moments Quando realized Lil Pab was gone as he was yelling, "No," just like how Durk poked fun at him for
This man, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
But with Durk locked up for the crime, it's reported he's getting snitched. On by other members of F, it's written the new Ted body cam footage of him begging to snitch against Durk has changed this case. Durk's lawyers submitted paperwork for an extended time on their bond proposal, which makes you wonder what information does Ted know. The bad news is that Ted is the younger brother of DD. In case you're unaware, D is Durk's main guy. And hitter meaning Ted could know a lot of inside information, but Ted first got involved when the feds arrested him for a firearm in his jeans pocket.
Really? Dude had a. What about that? A man had a with an extended clip. That's cool though, right?
You would hope that F members would stay solid with each other, but Ted wasn't about it as he completely broke down before entering the jail. He begged the officer and told him, "I swear I'll tell you all about the passing," as he hoped to get out of sitting behind bars.
Come on. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Ted was seen in a waiting cell, and an officer came back to take information from him, as all he wanted to do was rat on members he knows were responsible and get out of jail.
Wait, hold on, you gotta relax for me, because I can't understand it. Relax. What's the number? 777, what you saying, man? We're gonna see what we can do for you, alright? We're gonna see what we can do for you. You gotta relax for me.
Relax, man. I'm gonna get a bus for prison. Relax.
Give me, No, I'm saying, what are you talking about? I'm trying to get that.
However, some confusion happened when the last name of Ted was placed on the witness list for the feds because fans thought it was D that flipped on Durk, but realistically, it was his brother, also their cousin, who is OTF Vanny, was said to be snitching. However, Durk's friend Bezu tried to quiet everyone down.
No motherfucker know what's going on, but them people that's in them courtrooms, man. For real. Them be false accusations. Y'all don't even know what the f be going on for real. Y'all really be trying to play Inspector Gadget and all this. Y'all just be weird as hell. That's what I be talking about, man. Like, first y'all into the jams rumors out there. Now y'all talking about Vonnie a snitch, gang. A snitch on what? Y'all don't even really know what's going on for real. My kids, y'all really just be running. And that's why I don't participate in nothing that got to do with nothing illegal. Because of you motherfuckers. Y'all be trying to get them put under the jail.
As we heard DJ Academic speak on whether Vonnie is snitching or not.
When you see Flacco post something, you almost gotta be like, look at this headline. Lil Durk found out that his co-defendant OTF Vonnie, King Von cousin, filed for protective custody when they came to court. Okay. That sounds so crazy. This is why we have streams like this. This is, I'm not gonna get on anybody or anything like that, and I'm not gonna ever say that I haven't, maybe jumped maybe once in a while, but I definitely do aim to be correct, and I never try to be incorrect out of malice, right? This is why we love to bring up the paperwork and try to explain it, and also increase everyone's knowledge on stuff, because a lot of times these days the headline is way better than the story.
But this all goes to show the impact that the fall of King Von had on O Black and F, because 5 other members of F were arrested for FBG Duck's passing in the following years. Now Durk is locked up. It seems like presence is being wiped from the streets. Any members that are still left of F or that live in O Black are worried for their life, as we saw how careful they have to be just across the street to see King Van's mural.
Check it out. Let's walk over here and see this Von picture. I know it's a lot of ops on this. I'm letting y'all see where I'm at. Why is this black truck still right here? Man. Watch that truck. Watch that truck right there.